Hello and welcome to Music Made Simple. Lesson 21. The keyboard. In lessons 11 to 20, we learned about the representation of duration on the staff. We now leave the representation of duration to go back to pitch representation. Recall that in lessons 5 to 10, we learned many things about representation of pitch. Kindly revise lessons 5 to 10 so that you can now come back with us. The keyboard is what we want to learn about today. It's very good to learn about it because the keyboard helps in explaining a lot of pitch representation on the staff. Have you ever taken a close look at the piano or organ? Our lesson today will be held around the piano keyboard. Recall that the piano is a member of the keyboard family. You can watch lesson 2 for members of different families of musical instruments. The part of the piano that is actually played is known as the keyboard. All members of the keyboard family have keyboards, which are similar to the piano keyboard, though the number of keys vary from one instrument to another. So, understanding the piano keyboard helps us to understand them too. We shall see that what we have learned so far in this course about pitch, plus a lot more, are reflected in the keyboard. A typical keyboard is displayed. Please note the following on the keyboard image that you see. 1. There are white and black keys, but the white keys are more numerous than the black keys. 2. The black keys are always shorter in length and of course black. 3. The white keys lay one next to the other throughout the length of the keyboard, but the black keys are intermittent. 4. The black keys are arranged in groups of 2s alternating with groups of 3s. 5. Each black key is always positioned between 2 white keys and never beside each other. 6. There are 2 white keys to the left and another 2 to the right of the groups of black keys. And in each case, these 2 white keys have no black keys between them. The treble staff and the keyboard. Let's now relate the keyboard to the lines and spaces of the treble staff. Recall that the middle C on the staff is equivalent to the white key in the middle of the piano keyboard. You can watch lesson 9 on the great staff. Here, you should also note that 1. The middle C is to the left of 2 black keys, that is behind 2 black keys. 2. There is an alternating pattern of 2 black keys followed by 3 black keys, followed by another 2 black keys, followed by 3 black keys, and on and on. 3. A complete octave, starting for example from the middle C, consists of all the notes between the middle C, which of course is behind 2 black keys, up to the next white key behind 2 black keys. That is the next white key before the next 2 black keys. This key is also known as C, but no longer middle C. In fact, all white keys that are to the left of 2 black keys are called C. This octave has 8 white keys, as you can see in the image, starting from the middle C, which is followed by 2 black keys and then followed by 3 black keys. The name of all the white keys behind 2 black keys, as I said before, is always C. But their pitches are octaves apart. For instance, listen to the sound of the middle C. Then the C, an octave below it, sounds, and the C, an octave above it, sounds. The white keys have the same names as the notes on the staff. Since the middle C shown corresponds to the C in the middle of the piano, the next white key, that is the white key between the two black keys, is D. And since the keyboard is a recurring pattern of octaves, that means all white keys between two black keys have their names as D. This same naming nomenclature goes for the other white keys. The next note above D is E. It is the first line on the treble staff, and it corresponds to the white key after two black keys. The white key behind three black keys is F, and it corresponds to the first space on the treble staff. The first white key between three black keys is G, and corresponds to the second line of the treble staff. In a similar manner, A is the second white key between three black keys and corresponds to the second space on the treble staff. Finally, the white key to the right of three black keys is B. That is the white key after three black keys. That's B, and it's the third line of the treble staff. The C to the left of the following two black keys completes the octave and corresponds to the third space of the treble staff. The bass staff and the keyboard. Let's now relate the keyboard to the bass staff. Now, we can also include the treble staff, so we use the great staff to illustrate this. We already know the middle C corresponds to the C in the middle of the piano, as shown. The space above the bass staff corresponds to the white key to the right of three black keys, and the name is B. The fifth line of the bass staff will then become A, as shown. The fourth space, G, the fourth line, F, and F corresponds to the white key to the left of three black keys. That is the white key immediately behind three black keys. The third space of the bass staff is E and corresponds to the white key to the right of two black keys. That is the white key after two black keys. The white key in the middle of two black keys shown is D. As we said earlier, the white key between every two black keys is D. And this one is the third line of the bass staff. Finally, C is the white key behind two black keys and corresponds to the second space of the bass staff. Also note that E and F always lies between groups of two and three black keys. That is, E and F always follow two black keys and are behind three black keys. Whereas B and C always follow three black keys and are behind two black keys. Tones and semitones. On the keyboard, we notice that there is a black key between C and D, D and E, F and G, G and A, as well as A and B. But there is no black key between E and F, as well as B and C. The difference in pitch between two keys or notes is known as interval, and it is measured in semitones, otherwise called half steps. Two semitones make a whole tone or whole step. The distance or difference in pitch from middle C to the black note immediately to its right is a semitone, or half tone. And the pitch distance from that black note to the next white note, which is D, is also a semitone or half tone. The pitch distance from white note C to the white note D is therefore a whole tone, or simply a tone. Similarly, the pitch distance from D to the black note immediately to its right is a semitone, and from this black note to E is another semitone. Thus, the pitch distance from D to E is 2 semitones or a whole tone. We can now generalize as follows. 1. The pitch distance between a white and a black key lying next to each other is a semitone. 2. The pitch distance between two white keys that have a black key in between them is 2 semitones or a whole tone. There is a challenge, however. B and C and E and F have no black notes between them. So what is the pitch distance between them? To answer this question, we must learn another rule. The smallest pitch distance between two notes lying next to each other is a semitone. That means B and C, as well as E and F, are so close together in pitch that there is no room for keyboard note between them. Therefore, whenever E and F or B and C occur together in music, the pitch difference between them is a semitone. We shall now see how we can place tones and semitones on the staff. The diagram shown indicates to us where the tones are and where the semitones are. According to the knowledge we have gained, we expect semitones between B and C and E and F. The sign shown is used in music to indicate where semitones exist. Thus, we have placed it over B and C as well as E and F. All other pairs of notes are whole tones or 2 semitones apart. In this lesson, we have learned about the piano or organ keyboard and its importance in music. We have learned about the white keys and the black keys, especially the names of the white keys. Next lesson, we are going to learn about accidentals, which help us to name the black keys. That's it for today, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe by clicking the red button below the video in case you have not done so that you can continue to get updates of new videos as they come out. And also, if you have enjoyed this lesson, please click like. Until next time, God bless you.